And I want to tell you now, and COINTELPRO never ended. It's still going on. That I recently encountered someone with the FBI who says that there were 2,500 gang members in Detroit, and they influenced 10 other people each, and that he wanted to, after he retired and has a nonprofit, he wanted to kill them. Now, I say that because Brother Ahmad, myself and others, a friend of mine, Eric Bell, founded the Black Panther Party in 1968 on a cold rainy night when Kathleen Cleaver was here, and we went to the Peace and Freedom Party convention in Ann Arbor. And in April of 1968, we founded this branch of the Black Panther Party. Brother Ahmad was writing about that and challenging me to write more. Because a person can make his transition, but the legacy that they leave and the information has to continue.
That's right. That's right.
We have to retain that information. I was involved in a situation with Imam Luqman Amin Abdur, who was killed by the FBI a few years ago. So don't think the battle is over, my brothers and sisters. As we move, and I'm not just saying it's just for me, because I want your support, but there are a lot of members of the party suffering from post-traumatic stress, from challenges, and so forth. Do not forget that our legacy goes beyond anthems, goes beyond celebrations, goes beyond discussions. We must consciously look out for the families, the legacy, and the history that sustained us all and that helped to sustain Brother Ahmad while he was in the bowels of a prison. Without that training, he could have never made it. And that's what we all have. And the spiritual girth of Islam, and made it even more powerful. And knowing that there were people on the outside. So, I say to you today that Ahmad and I, we didn't even know until later on that we were born and lived right down the street from one another in Chicago, in Bronxville. We never did know. And over the years, I spoke to his classes, and we would joke about, various things, and that's why I'm glad to talk about some of the humor. Always ask me how many brothers I know that were still eating pig and all that kind of stuff. And so we had those kind of conversations too. I told him that I'm a vegan. I don't even pass by the smell. So at any rate, I thank the time that we knew each other for being involved with the committee, with my commandeer over here, and with all the people that came forth to do it. But I just want to emphasize that next year, October 2016, will be 50 years of the founding of the Black Panther Party. And let's come together again then. Let's honor Brother Ahmad. Let's honor all of those of us who are here with you while we can, because many of us are making that transition. Let's honor those who have served and who have left the legacy. Let's talk about the men and the women, the boys and the girls who are part of this great history. And I always think about when I say the party, people are not jumping up and down to do movies, to do hip-hop presentations, to do ballads about the Black Panther Party. But you know what? You don't have to do it because it lives in the hearts and minds of people. You ask a 20-year-old who's a Black Panther Party, they may think too that all we were was violent, but they know that we existed in spite of people not telling them about it. What does that say about the spirit that sustains us? I've had assassination attempts, everything else. There must be a reason that the Creator wanted me to be here today to tell you this, that our spirit sustains us. That our spirit sustains us in spite of the challenges. That Ahmad was a true reflection of a true revolutionary, of a true champion for this world to see. And hopefully all of us, as we continue to struggle and as we have continued to go on, that we will have that situation continue. It was righteous that Brother Ahmed did a piece about Kwame Ture and about the West African struggle, because Kwame Ture was asked by the members of the Black Panther Party, and Anel will know this, in Oakland, was asked to be on the first Central Committee of the party. Party members asked the Lowndes County Freedom Organization, which was SNCC, could they use, or could we use, the Black Panther Party coming out of the struggle in Lowndes County? Because you know what? In spite of the differences in COINTELPRO that separated us, we knew, as young organizers, that we did not know everything, and that in the African tradition, we should ask those who came before us to teach us. And even Huey Newton and others at the times knew, they said, we're not the best organizers, we just got an idea. Why don't you tell us how to organize? And so James Foreman gave the Black Panther Party the 10-10-10 program. 10 people, 10 section leaders, 10 subsection leaders in terms of how you organize. It's the first time I mentioned that, because Ahmed was writing about that. But they gave us the organizing framework. We went out and got the platform and the program. So when you change a person's character, where the secret of life, as Kwame Ture said, is to have no fear, then the rest is about being the best and changing people and making victory possible. Today what this says is, victory is at hand, love is present, God has sustained all of us for times such as this, so that we can continue to do what we have to do. Brother Ahmad, when I heard about it, I must have stopped for about an hour. I just stopped. There's another comrade, another freedom fighter, another person who's been in the mission. But then after that hour, I said, you, me, Ahmed, let's go on and continue the battle and continue to win.
So how are we doing? Are we managing all right? All right, so we're going to invite our drummers and dancers to come forward. I should tell you that the drumming and dancing performers in our community are our pride, and